We burn some rubber. We burn some rubber and guzzle some gas in this next episode of Behind the Wheel. What's up, everyone? It is 3:30 in the PM here in sunny, kind of cloudy Los Angeles. It is the 16th of January. We are now 16 days into the new year. And here we are in the world of the Gran Turismo, the grandest of Turismos out there. I hope everyone's having a good day. I'm having a pretty alright day. Yo, what's up, Jared? How you doing, man? A little late today, but you know, as the season comes to a close, I'm getting later and later. I'm gonna try to be on time tomorrow. I've just had stuff to do beforehand, so yeah, that's what life happens. That's what happens with life sometimes. Sometimes you're late and sometimes you're early. Ooh, what's going on? Why is YouTube receiving an error? How are you doing today, Jared? You good? How's work today? Good? Why is YouTube receiving an error when there's no error to be found? Okay, well, whatever. Anyhow, YouTube, why are you disagreeing with me today, YouTube? Not like we agree a lot. Error. YouTube is not receiving enough video material. What? How is that even possible? I'm sending down sending on 6,000 bits of information right now. You should be getting all of them in glorious. All right, that apparently has cleared it up. Sometimes when all else fails, turn it off, turn it back on, turn it off, and then turn it back on. That always works. It always works. And now everything's working right? Yeah, everything looks like it's on par with what's supposed to be happening. All right, let's get back to business. Yeah, I know that's the way it goes, man. Turn off, turn on. Usually something will work. Switch device. Anyhow, let's go ahead and create the room and let's do another day of practice here. We're coming, 3 days until the end of the season here, guys. Yeah, usually that works when you just smack stuff. Oh, now my audio isn't working. All right, let me turn the machine back off and turn it back on. Give me a second. Hold on. Oh, no, it's working. Okay, I forgot. I turned off all the audio on my game. Sometimes if you gotta get stuff to work, you just smack it a couple times and usually it gets working again, right? I mean, it always works for me. Either turn it off, turn it back on, turn it off, turn it on, give it a couple smacks, then turn it back off, smack it again while it's off, and turn it back on. And usually that'll work. Yeah, the old smack though is my favorite. Let's turn down the volume of the game. Oh, let's turn the Spotify on. Oh, dude. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do for the. I can't wait till the end of the season. I really can't wait till the end of the season, so I don't have to focus on Gran Turismo for 4 hours. It's been a long season, man. It's been a really long season. But we're here. We're here at 8 weeks later. I'm finally C. Jared's almost B. You know, I almost when I got the C, I was almost pretty much done with my season. I was like, all right, I'm out of D. My season's over. I will do this last one just to see how well we do, and you know, race officially in a C class lobby just for the, you know, shits and giggles. I'm not looking for much out of this race. I honestly don't think I'm going to do very well in this race. Especially with all the pitting that's going on. Like, I have no idea. Now it's like I have no idea who even to keep up with. I'm just trying to pit as many times as I can and try to keep my car, you know, in one piece across the finish line. Yeah, we made a lot of progress this season, both of us. You know, getting up into the upper class, I think, was a big deal. So we both made a lot of progress this season. And then you built your rig this season, so that's a lot of progress, you know, physically for you in IRL, in real life. You know, and then we also got to 100. We're like 100. Dude, I'm like 124, 125 subscribers. At the beginning of the season, I was at like 60 subscribers or something like that. 60 or 50 subscribers, maybe not even that many. And we're at like 125 now, or 124 the last time I checked. That blows me away. That is, if anything, with all the pain and as much of the craziness that's been going on here, you know, as far as like craziness in the lobby, people being idiots, me having to bounce people, and the lobby just being buggy altogether. You know, it's all worth the subscribers that I've gotten. So, hey, what's going on, Callum? Now we're just reflecting. We're reflecting on the sunset of the season and what we've done in the last 8 weeks. You know, it's been a long season. You know, granted, it wasn't the 15 weeks that the season before was. Was it 15 weeks the season before? Yeah, it was like 15. It was 15 races, I think, last season, wasn't it? You know, the season before that was like 30 weeks. Dude, that's a lot of racing. That is a heck of a lot of racing. Something tells me, though, I'm wondering if that's going to be the last official full season, because the last 2 seasons we've been doing, Jared, have been exhibition seasons. It makes me wonder if the spring season will be a full season. You know, that's going to be the only way that they're going to keep us occupied until Gran Turismo 7 comes out. There are already people that are kind of jumping ship because, you know, they're waiting for GT7 to drop, and they don't want to. I mean, this game's been out since what, 2017 now? When did this game come out? Like 2017, 2018? There are people that are like super tired of replaying this game. I think they're just saying that though, trying to get Polyphony Digital's attention. I know Key 25 has been like, oh, I don't know what I'm gonna do with the rest of, you know. He's like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to hold out until, you know, next winter for the game. He's threatening to jump ship and go to ACC with Callum. Well, that's what the worry is, Callum, is that people will jump ship and go to ACC and get a PC and never come back to PlayStation 5. You know, that's what everyone's kind of threatening, is that, oh, we don't get GT7 soon, we're going to jump ship and build PCs and, you know, become guys on the, you know, PC racers from that point on. Everyone's thinking of jumping ship. Yeah, you know, that's they still have the FIA GT7, or Sony still has the FIA contract. They didn't lose that, so we'll definitely see it back in GT7. But like I said before, dude, I want to see. I would love it if GT7 just stayed on its own grass, and they gave us GT Sport 2. And split the two franchises. I mean, because now it's almost GT Sport is almost a completely different franchise, right? So why not just push all the normal cars off to GT7? Give them all the normal cars, and they can do their car collecting thing and making 5,000 horsepower Honda Preludes or whatever they want to make over there, and then give the GT Sport guys a full-on sport simcade kind of experience where we only have Group 3, Group 4, and then like prototypes and whatever, yeah, like an ACC style GT. That would make sense, because I think there are enough of us out here that I don't want to deal with GT7's other crap. I don't want to think that my experience, as far as like being someone who's racing in the FIA, is getting watered down because they're making space for a 1988 CRX. And when they put like 1,500 car models together, they all drive the same eventually. And this is like, what's the point? Who cares? Who wants a Pinto in their garage? I know it's funny. I know it's like kitschy, but who cares, man? I want to be able to write. Like I said, and I've said this once and I've said it a million times. I have probably about, I don't know how many cars in the garage right now, right? I only drive 2 of them. I only really drive 2 cars. I drive the RSR, and I drive the Cayman. Those are the only cars I drive in my garage. And that's what I'm saying, Calvin. It's like, I don't want to drive a Fiat around Imola. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't drive any of the other cars. I don't drive any of the other cars that they've given me. It's funny, if we go through my garage, like, no one's jumping in here right now. Let's jump back out. Maybe word's going around that I'm booting everyone out of the lobbies. Let's look at my garage for a split second. Let's look at what I've got, and maybe even jump into a car and see how much mileage I have in every single one of them. I guarantee you about 90% of them I have 0 miles on any of the cars because I never drive any of them. Look at all these cars. Look at all of these cars I have. I have all of these cars. And I drive this one and this one. That's it. These cars I designed stuff on, At least I've designed some stuff on some of these cars. But, I mean, otherwise, I don't ever drive them. I think I drove the Atenzo once around the track so I could take a picture of it. Yeah, I don't want to take the Cooper around Spa. How about the Fiat 500? Would I want to take the Fiat 500 around the Nordschleife? No. And granted, they're cool cars. Don't get me wrong. They're all cool cars. They're all fine and dandy, right? I like all of these cars. Well, most of them. But I'm not going to drive any of these things, man. Not if I have these 2 cars to drive. I'm not going to drive any of these other cars. The Stratos is a cool car. I've driven it once. I drove it that one time we did a rally race in here. The Alpine, I've driven once when we did that rally race, and that was literally 1 lap. Both of your cars I've driven once around the track. None of these other cars I've really driven. I mean, I didn't even drive Jonah's car around the track. The two BMWs. I've never driven either one of those cars. I don't drive. I got 2 McLarens. Here, I'm gonna get rid of one of them. Sell that thing. Who buys cars in this game? It's just like, why? They just give you all these cars. What's the point? You don't ever need to drive any of them. I got this car the other night. This Honda 2 and 4. I don't even know what category car that is. I have a racing cart, for God's sakes. How about the RA Giordano 66? Never gonna drive this car. What's the point? Yeah, you know, that's what I'm saying, is that, like... And then the cars that we have right now, Jared, we have for the whole year. So it makes me wonder how much mileage we're going to pile onto these cars. You know, that is if they have another series. If they're going to do another... they have to do another season. You know, or else no one's going to hang out. No one's going to be... There's no reason to have this game if there's no FIA season. Who's going to do daily races the whole time, you know? I mean, I know there are people that do it, but I mean... I think a lot of us do the FIA. Either nations or manufacturers. Do we have any more doubles in here? I think that's it for doubles. They've amazingly given me very little doubles. This is the first time I've gone through my cars and in like 6 weeks and cleared out all the doubles. I amazingly don't get that many doubles. Oh wait, maybe there's one right there. Is that the same thing as the other one? Yeah, they're both FT1s. Oh, I didn't see your skin for the Mazda. I'm gonna have to look in the iRacing chat. Ooh, that's not. That's hilarious. That's funny, Callum. Who's that on the bonnet? That's hilarious. Yes. Yes. Got 2 of them. Yeah, I don't drive any of these cars. So, like, you know, I don't care about the GT7 experience and all the millions of cars that they're going to include. I thought it was a smart idea of them to pare down the cars down to, you know, how many they've got in this game, which I still think is way too many cars. You know, I don't have any interest in most of these cars. Uh-oh. Is that you about 5 years ago? That's hilarious. Oh, yeah, that's what I said last night, Jerry. We're going to lose you to the world of PC gaming. We're going to lose you to PC gaming, and you're never going to come back to the world of Gran Turismo. It's going to be a sad day. I told you. I told you. Talk to Callum. Callum does iRacing. He does iRacing. He spent what? You said $300 pretty much to start off iRacing, right? $300. That's including the game, all of the expansion packs, and the subscription for a year is about $300. So let's do some quick math. The machine's going to cost you about. Let's say we're going to build you a really, really nice machine. That's going to be probably like, you know what, $1,500 for like a decent high-powered machine that will be upgradable in the future. You know, we could probably do it for cheaper than that, but let's just say $1,500. Then an extra $300 for iRacing. That's $1,800. That's actually about it, honestly. Yeah, I know, and that's the thing. You know, I already know it's out there for the PC because I came from the world of the PC. So, you know, I already know. I personally know what the investment is and how, you know, how much it's going to cost to get into it. You know, the thing for me is that, yeah, it's still cheaper than it is cheaper than any of your other cars. And for someone who used to autocross, it's going to be definitely cheaper than autocrossing, you know, grassroots racing. Especially since you already have your simulator rig. You've already got the sim rig. So, I mean, you don't have to... Your big expense is already over with. Believe it or not, the computer is... You can cheap out on the computer. You know, you can buy the computer piecemeal and just buy parts for it. You know, we can build you a computer. We can build you a nice computer for $1,200 these days. The most money you're going to spend is going to be on the processor and on the GPU. The rest of it is pretty cheap. Case, you don't need any of those LED lights or whatever. I mean, unless you want that, you can, you know, LED light it, you know, to your heart's content. For RAM and like memory, that's cheap. Even if you do go get ridiculous and put like 32 gigs of RAM in there or something, which you don't need, but you know, you might as well, right? And then yeah, like I said, the bulk of the cost will be GPU and CPU. Aside from that, everything else is pretty cheap. SSDs might be a little bit expensive, but I mean, the Simming Scotsman. Oh, I like that. I like the Simming Scotsman. That's a good one. That's what you should name your channel, the Simming Scotsman. I like that a lot. That has personality. It has a lot of personality. It's not boring. Yeah, I reckon we could probably build you, Jared, a computer for probably like $1,200-1,300. You know, we'll throw like 6 terabytes into it. No, we'll throw what? Maybe all you're gonna need is all you're gonna be doing is gaming, right? You could probably get away with just doing 2 terabytes if you're just doing gaming. 2 terabytes. Each one of those drives only costs like $100. GPU will cost you probably around $300 or $400, $500, depending on which one you want to get. Yeah, I mean, that's probably the best way to go, is to just get one SSD. One SSD for your brain drive, and then your other drive can be just a platter drive, and then, you know, the platter drives are cheap. But at the price that SSDs are going for now, you might as well just get another SSD. You know, back in the day when people were using, I think Jared's gonna only be only gonna be playing games on it. So I mean, you might not even need a secondary drive. Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's what I would do. That's kind of what I do for my editing setup. Is my laptop has an SSD in it. It's got a 1 terabyte SSD, and then I have you know, a separate drive for all of my, you know, footage and stuff. I've got a separate like 3 terabyte drive that's just a regular hard drive for footage and stuff. So I mean, if you want to go really cheap, that's the way you go. You know, you just go one single SSD that's pretty. It doesn't even have to be that large. You know, it really all depends on what you plan to put on that secondary drive. Copy of Windows, you know, which is pretty cheap still. I think it's like $100 for a copy of Windows 10. But like I said, I mean, you know, that's all really dependent on what else you're gonna do with the computer. But I mean, if you're just planning to game on it, you can game on a $1,200 to $1,300 computer and be good for the next 3 or 4 years. 3 years probably. You know, I think he's only gonna plan. I think it's only gonna be a sim machine for him, for Jared. So I mean, you know, in that case, you know, the sky's the limit. You could throw as much money as you want at it, and it'll be all just purely for gaming. He's already got a monitor. That's the other expense. You know, the other expense is the gaming monitor, but you've already got that covered. So, you know, honestly, just buying the computer itself it might even be cheaper than $1,200 to $1,300. Yeah, right. You say that now, and then you get into the Steam Workshop, and then it's all over with. Dude, I've got so many games on Steam. What's up, Scott? I've got so many games on Steam, dude. My Steam collection makes my PlayStation 4 collection look like garbage. Does it really become obsolete? How much space does iRacing take up on the hard drive? I see. Are the sounds in iRacing anything like ACC? Oh, it only takes up 30 gigabytes. Yeah, that's tiny. That's tiny compared to like COD, which takes up like 110 gigabytes. Good lord, Battlefield is now taking up on my hard drive on this PlayStation 120 gigs. I'm like, what are you guys putting in the game, dude? It's taking up all the space on my hard drive right now. It's funny, I've been able to put like 4 games on that were all like 10, 30 gigabytes, and then, you know, I've got this one game, Battlefield, that's like 130 gigs. It's ridiculous. I don't know what they're programming into that stupid game, and COD is the same thing. Yeah, how does iRacing sound? Does it sound good? Does it sound as good as ACC? That's what gets me going on ACC is the sound. The sound on ACC is just it's unmatched in racing as far as I've experienced. I've never heard a racing game sound so damn good. That is one damn good sounding racing game. That's what keeps me going back, honestly. Does it sound like well, I guess the Mazda isn't really a throaty car, so you're still in the beginning phases, right? Yeah, the sound from ACC makes me it makes me want to drive a real race car. It sounds so good. I need more coffee. I'll be back in a second. Short track dirt stuff. You mean like dirt oval? I don't know what game does that. I think only NASCAR does that, right? I don't even know if NASCAR Heat does that. I don't think NASCAR Heat does short track dirt. So wait, when the servers are down, you can test whatever you want to? Oh, iRacing has it too. Wow. iRacing's got everything. I can't believe that's only a 30 gig game if it has that much stuff in it. Because it has IRL, it has dirt track now. You can do rally cross. Wow. Is there something wrong with the? Is there something wrong with the lobby? Why is there no one coming in? Stadium super trucks. Wow, that's interesting. So when the servers go down, you can play anything. I don't think they'll have stadium super trucks. Are you talking about like Monster Jam? Grave digger, 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 digger. Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. You know, one of my best dates I've ever had, I took this girl. We both had this idea to go, like, dress up really fancy, like, and go to the monster truck races. Oh, it was hilarious. I wore, like, a suit, and she wore, like, this really fancy dress. But it was dope. We both had a really, really fun time. Are you talking about, like, you're talking about, like, what's it called? Like the desert trucks. The, oh, let me look it up. Yeah, it's like the, what do you call them? I know exactly what you're talking about. Because they do that when they run the, down in Long Beach, when they run the IRL race down there. They do stadium super trucks right afterwards. It's dope. Yeah, trophy trucks. Trophy trucks. But it's dope. They do it on the IRL track at Long Beach after the Indy race. It is the dopest thing ever. Seeing those trucks tearing down Long Beach Boulevard and then jumping over jumps is the coolest thing ever. Oh my god, it's so dope. I had no idea the one year that the year that they started doing it. I was looking at the roster and it was like, trophy trucks. What are trophy trucks gonna do on the Long Beach circuit? And I was blown away, dude. I was just like, this is better than the IRL race. I know. I would love to do VR and iRacing. Yeah, it was the craziest thing, dude. I remember I was shopping for stuff because Tamiya, you know, the RC company, they have like this really cheap store that they run at in Long Beach during the you know, they're one of the vendors that sponsors the race. So I remember going in and I was like, I don't know what this whole truck thing is, and I was shopping for like cheap RC cars, and I come out and I hear the trucks and I see them jumping and I was like, what the hell is this? Oh, is ACC not that good in VR? Oh, that sucks. It's the coolest thing, dude. They had one jump where both the trucks went over the jump at the same time, and they somehow were banging each other in midair. It was so dope. How one of those trucks didn't flip over and go over the guardrail is beyond me, but those dudes have some skills. That shit is awesome. That was awesome. The reason, and then it was funny because the next year I went back almost specifically for that. I know. I saw a little bit of that, the King of the Hill thing, just a little bit of it. I don't think I'm gonna make it out there though this year. It's in a couple weeks, right? You said it's like in a week or two. I would like to take my Volkswagen out there, but I don't think it's gonna be done by then. Yeah, King of Hammers. Yeah, like I said, I've seen a little bit of that race. I've only seen a tiny bit of that race. You know, that's the one thing. Everyone always makes fun of me, like, "Oh, you live in Los Angeles." You know, I'm around a lot of racing. There's a ton of racing that happens around. Like Willow Springs isn't very far from me. The King of Hammers, where they hold that event, that isn't the only event they hold out there. They hold like 3 other events out there. So that's around me. Laguna Seca is what? Laguna Seca is only like 4 hours north of me. California Speedway. I'm not sure. I've never actually. I think that's out in. That might be out in Irvine, I think. So that isn't very far from me, if that's the case. Where is the California Speedway? People always ask me, "Well, why do you stay out in California?" I'm like, "There's so much awesome shit here." there's tons of cool stuff around me. Oh, it's in San Bernardino County. What county is it in? It's in Fontana County. That isn't very far from me at all. Let's see. How far is that from me? Auto Club Speedway. I guess AAA must have bought that. Oh, yeah, that isn't very far from me at all. That's only like an hour away from me. That's actually right next to one of my favorite hobby shops. Pegasus Hobbies out there. Mikey! Mikey's in the room. We'll do some laps. We'll do some laps around the track. I'm not going to do very good in this race. Watch, I say that, I'm going to end up getting first. I said that about the last race, and I ended up getting first. Maybe the more blasé I am about the race, the better I'll do. I just wish this track was a little bit more exciting. This is kind of a lousy way to end the season, like this track. Like this race would have been much better if it was Big Willow. As much as everyone hated Big Willow, I think this would have been. I think Big Willow would have been a good way to end the season. I really had fun around Big Willow. I'm just glad they didn't make it Blue Moon. Yeah, alright. Whatever. We'll save it for the first race. Oh, Jeff's in the room. Yo. Jeff is in the room. Yo. Hopefully he got his internet figured out. Jeff is in a spot where his internet is really, really bad. Hopefully the internet's working for him now. Maybe we should do a small race just to make sure that his internet's working. Oh, where did Renato Correal go? Correa. He's one of the good Brazilians. Where did he go? Haven't seen Alan Rose either in a while. I hope he's doing okay. He's a fellow Los Angelino. I haven't seen him in like 3 weeks, 2 weeks. Since Christmas time, I don't think we've seen him. Where's Mark? Nine minutes, 8 minutes. I don't know. Let's get closer to the monitor here. I don't know. I have to check, Jeff. Let me spectate Jeff and just make sure his hopefully his internet's worked out here. Ooh, Mikey's... Oh, I like that Barbasol. That's nice. No, you look... Jeff's car looks good. No. No, I like that livery too. Yeah. Yeah, looks 5x5 on my end, man. Looking straight. I don't know where everyone else is this week. Where's everyone else? Am I getting thrown out in that corner now? Oh crap! I didn't need to make you livery, Jared. I just thought about that. I need to make the Freeman Motorsports car for this race, for the GT3. I just thought of that. I wish I could template my liveries, man. That's the one thing that I wish they would bring into GT7 is being able to template your liveries. So I could have a template for that car, for your for your Group 4 car, so I could put it on other cars. That'd make my life so much easier. Need tires. Super Rod 290. Do we want to run a small race, guys? Should we do a tiny race? I mean, I would kind of would like to get more people in here, but I mean, if this is all we've got, I don't want to wait. Should we start? I don't even think you've been out on this. Scott, have you even been out on a track? Have you been sitting in the pit this whole time? I know Scott's out of the track. I mean, I guess anyone's game for anything right now at this point, right? Yeah? Alright, let's start. Let's just start one and see what happens. Plus, this way Jeff can check his internet settings. I'm hoping Jeff doesn't freak out. Like his internet connection doesn't freak out on us. This will probably be a good test to see whether or not it'll freak out on us. Before, like, we get a bunch of other people in here, I just want to make sure his connection's steady. And it looks good. Looks good to me. I'm gonna save my hards for the first tire change, I think. I'm gonna go on softs. My first tire change will be hards, and then the rest of them will be softs. forgetting I can't push it around that corner. You were in a GT4 league with Jensen Button today? That's crazy. That's crazy. That's absolute craziness. That's like saying you ate lunch with Nigel Mansell. Woo. Don't hit the sausage, guys. Stay away from the sausage in turn 4. We got 58 seconds. We might be able to make 1 lap. I don't know what the point of going out would be. Getting into anyone's way there. He came in 5th? Yeah, that's surreal. First off, you guys raced with Jensen Button, but the idea that he came in 5th is even more surreal. That's even more surreal. That's crazy. That's crazy talk, my friends. It's absolute crazy talk. Are you sure it was the real Jensen Button? And maybe it's just some guy named Jensen Button. maybe John Button had really liked Jensen Button and named his kid Jensen Button. I don't know. How old is Jensen Button now? He's got to be in his like 70s. No, he's probably in his 60s, right? Jensen Button was what, 19? Yeah, he's got to be in his 60s or 50s. I guess that you're not too old to be Oh, okay, that makes sense. Oh, and he tweeted it out. That's crazy. That's super crazy. He's probably, what, in his early 50s, I would imagine? Jensen Button? Early to mid 50s, maybe? Maybe early 60s? I think. I don't know. I'd have to look it up on the internets. He's only 41? No. Is he? Why did I think he's so much older? too hot. Good Lord. Sorry, Scott. She snuck up like a ninja again. All right. Get the hards out of the way. We won't refuel. We'll refuel on the next one. will pick up fuel now. Over fuel. And go out. Wrong gear. Should have went in for tires. My left tire, my left rear looks like a tube of lipstick right now. That was a mistake. That was a big mistake. I should have went for tires early. You admire the how long can I go before I hit the brake plan? Hey man, I'm a late breaker. Especially around that corner. That corner I'm super late braking. And trail that one well enough. Remember to lift in that corner. I'll be alright. That is not the way we want to take that corner. But at least we've now successfully got into, I'm in the mostly 44 club. So that's an accomplishment. Stream just got really jittery, huh? General gaming. That's funny. That should be your your thumbnail for your channel for the Flying Scotsman or for the Simming Scotsman. Browsdrov. Oh, Wardy K's in here. Good day, mate. You the cards. Car and slap a ginger on. That's funny. Yeah, I'm now finally into the 44 club. So I've somehow, some way figured out how to make it around this track at 44. Now if I can get out down to 43 or 42, that would be nice. Whoop whoop. Yeah, that's my new thing, is I just overfuel the car once I take the hards. Or after I take the hards. Scott, I think you're right. The hards feel better after the track's been driven on a little while. Because the hards at the very beginning, I'm always feel like I'm driving on balls of ice. But if I save it until the middle, or as my first tire change, the hards feel much better. Oh, you don't gas until the last lap? I gas up in the middle, just so I don't have to get it. Because it takes so long. Dude, your internet's working, though. I think it does. I think it does. Dude, like, because I've done it two ways. I've done it at the very beginning, and my car feels like I'm driving on two ice balls. That's why I waited, and I'm now waiting until to put the hards on. And now when I'm putting the hards on mid-race, it doesn't feel that bad. It doesn't feel as bad at all. See you, Ziggy. Ah, he left. I think it changes over the course of the race. At least traction does, because the hards that I put on in the middle of the race feel way better than the hards that I put on at the very beginning of the race. I mean, try it. Like, I can go faster on the hards in the middle of the race than I can in the very beginning. If I put them on in the very beginning, my car is spinning out all over the place. And I drive it super easy in the very beginning. I honestly think it changes. I think it changes over the course of the race. I mean, it feels like that to me. Maybe it's the weight difference in the fuel. But, I mean, at that point, you know, I haven't really burned that much gas at that point. I mean, it can't be that much that it's going to cause that much of a difference in the car. You know? I mean, I'm pitting on 7, and I usually have still more than half a tank of gas. At least, you know, that's what it feels like to me. Like the hards feel way more planted if I don't put them on in the very beginning. When I come out of pit row, I'm usually gunning it, and I have to remember that I'm on the hards. And halfway through that hard lap, I'm like, am I still on the softs or am I on the hards? Like, I'm literally checking my thing. I'm checking my thing and whether or not I've got to put on the hards or the softs. That's true. But you know, with the way that the I almost said the Volkswagen, the way that, you know, the Porsche's weight for the gas, the fuel weight for the gas is in the front of the car. So it actually helps me if my car is heavier in the beginning. You know, you guys got to remember, I'm dropping all my weight's in the rear end of my car. So it actually helps me if my car's got a fuller tank. You know, when my car is empty, my car actually drives like crap. Because I have no weight over the front wheels. You know, and when I'm driving with an empty tank, the car is terrible on an empty tank. Both of my cars are really bad on empty tanks. I think I was talking to Chris about this, Timberhawk, and he was saying that, like, you want to keep the Porsches as fueled as much as possible because that balance, you know, that weight balance is you know, the weight balance makes a huge difference, and because the fuel cell for both of these cars is in the front, you know, and I you know, I can feel it. I totally feel it. We had a long conversation about it, and he was just like, yeah, you know, if you keep fuel in the car, it actually does better. it corners better when there's fuel in it. You know, otherwise my car is like nose light, you know, and that's honestly why I have to run, you know, sometimes I have to run like super positive brake balance, because otherwise my car will just plow into corners, you know. I mean, I'm running at +2 right now, or +2 or +3 right now for brake balance, just to get my nose end turned around. Otherwise, my car won't turn. It'll just plow into corners. It becomes like a comet into corners. Yeah, I don't think anyone's using the mediums. Wardy K. I've noticed Wardy K has been... Oh, what just happened? An event just happened. What just happened? Did someone subscribe? Did I have a subscriber?
Maybe.
Kleb. Yeah, that makes sense in the Atenza. How you doing, Kleb?
Pretty good. Did you see that I boosted the server? I'm not even sure what that does.
Oh, I got a follower. Oh, you changed to the Semi-Scotsman. You boosted the server. How did you boost the server?
I'm not sure what it even does, but I got the Discord Nitro thing, so I can just do a lot more things on here.
Oh, that's dope.
And part of it came with like 2 free boosts, and I don't know what a server boost is, but yeah, I did it.
Sweet. Thanks, my friend. Now Callum is now posting in our server regularly. I gotta start posting we have to start posting in the server regularly now.
Yep.
That way we can all talk to each other.
1 boost.
I wonder what that
Oh,
does.
okay. So
What does it do?
the more boost you have, you start getting to like levels. Like right now, it's at no level because there's only 1 boost. But like level 1 perks, the server gets like 50+ emojis. The audio quality increases. You get animated server icons, custom server invite background, and you can stream off of Discord. So that might be something to look into.
Oh.
And I have 2 boosts, and it says level 1's 2 boosts, so I guess I'll use my other boost to get us to level 1.
Yeah, you should try Discord again, Jared. I'm gonna start talking in it.
Alright, you're level 1. So 50+ server emojis, 128 kilobits per second. I guess that's what that is, audio quality.
I'm looking at what Callum said too. Boosting the server on Discord gives you some perks. You can use the stream. Just exactly what you. How do we boost up? Do we just have to talk in it a lot?
No, the boosting is like it's like a. You know how Battlefield you get like XP multipliers?
Yeah.
It's like activating one of those.
Yeah.
So I just used both of my boosts on here and got us to level 1. And level 1 perks is the 50 server emoji slots for a total of 100. I guess better audio quality. I don't know what the past audio quality was, but now it says 128, whatever that is. Server icons, custom server invite background. So when people click on the invite link, it'll have a background now instead of just being the server profile picture. And apparently you can stream off of Discord.
Yeah, I mean, I knew that function was there.
Yeah.
I just never done it before.
Invite. Actually, no, it's probably going to be in server settings. Friday the 15th. God, there's a lot of lenient room. Well, it's only 2 days. Never mind. Yeah.
I don't know if it's 3 stops, right? Oh, there we go. Scott got it. Thanks for answering that, Scott. You know better than I do.
Yeah. Gibbs.
Oh, I see. So you got a Discord server. I'm going to join your Discord server, Scott. That way our servers could be connected. Or that's Scott Callum. Which one is yours? Yours should show up on the side, right? There's Hamish. Hamish apparently has one. Where is your Discord server, Callum? And how do you get to it? Oh, good lord, it's Patsy Patu again.
Is that someone you've booted before?
I almost booted them yesterday, but they just like to complain a lot. If that Luxemburger comes in, I'm booting him in a second. I'm gonna sit this one out, maybe? have a cup of coffee, sit here and chat with you guys. God, I love how you use the word compulsory, Scott. Not many people use the word compulsory anymore. I think all of you Brits use compulsory, but no one else does.
I've never heard of that before.
You never heard of compulsory?
No.
Well, you're only 16, so you've still got a whole... You have decades to learn these words. You've never heard of compulsory before?
No.
I guess...
What does it mean?
Like, what's it called? Mandated, or they're mandatory.
So why not just say mandatory?
Because it's a different word than... It's, you know, it's kind of regional. It's just like how you have 5 different words that have the same meaning. Yeah, I gotta start tending my Discord more often. I haven't gotten really... I still haven't quite figured it out yet, but... I just have to get it into my mind it's my own forum, so... Uh-oh, who's this? Who are you? Who are you and why are you glitching?
Explain yourself. Why is your internet bad?
Why are you glitching? Why can I not see who this is? Why are these 2 people glitching? Alright, everyone come back.
Why did he come back? My mom's boyfriend is over right now. So that's fun.
Scott, come back. We gotta reset. Everyone come back. Everyone come back. Pick glitches. As soon as we got people from South America in here, we started glitching.
Oh, shoot.
It's a South American server.
I just gained a new subscriber. Jared Freeman.
Jared Freeman.
Heck yeah. I have so many unlisted videos, it's not even funny. Jesus. Oh, my 526 and the Porsche 919. Oh, that's slow compared to my 524. Even though it's not that big of a difference. Oh, that's a link. Oh, that's a link video. Okay, so I can copy the link to this and post it in the GT Sport chat because we have a hot lap chat.
Is there someone still on the track right now? I think
For the people on the stream, that's in the Discord, you should totally go watch my hot lap in the hot lap channel in the GT Sports section. Because I posted a hot lap, even though it's slower than my fastest, still a good lap. So go watch it. That's what the hot lap channel is for. You watch people's hot laps. Go watch it.
I know, I should really be able to red flag the race. I wish I could. As the room, runner, I should be able to, red flag the complete race, but I really hope they fix this whole thing by the time GT7 rolls around. There's so many things they need to fix with this stupid game.
The 919, the only car I use traction control on. You have to on that car, jeez.
What, the 919?
Yes. Oh my lord, as soon as you hit second gear, the wheels just maximum overdrive into the next dimension. Like instant wheel spin. It does not matter if you're going in a straight line, you're turning, as soon as you hit second gear, get like midway through the rev range, just maximum spin. You spin me around, good record, baby, round, round, round.
Let me just check. Let me clear out my network data first, just to be safe. I would imagine, because you have to change everything in your Discord now.
Uh-oh, dog's barking.
I know, the Terminator's here.
Oh. Not the Torminator.
Looks like one person didn't survive. Hopefully they can return. Yeah, that's your line, Scott. I have to mention in Discord note because there's no one knows about the Discord. Scott, you better join the Discord at some point. So we can all talk. We can all talk and we can all make fun of each other. Okay, I think everyone is back in, right? Is that everyone?
Gotta make sure.
Well, the Belgian's coming in. My Terminator is the T-1000. No, you know, my Terminator is that new Terminator, the Rev 6. I actually like
the lady?
Oh, no. The Rev 6 is a new Terminator. They had a new Terminator. The lady was a T, like 1500 or something like that. We will watch as everyone else races. The Terminator. Callum, I gotta join your Discord server. Yeah, I'm gonna start posting up in the Discord server more often. Especially in the off season, since I think in the off season all of us will kind of go in our separate ways. I'm hoping, you know, because I'm going to start doing, you know, other stuff aside from Gran Turismo in the time off.
Like Assetto.
Like Assetto Corsa, SnowRunner, and
I'm sorry, yeah.
And now Planet Coaster too. I'm going to try to do an early stream of Planet Coaster and see how that works out. Because apparently what Discord tells me, or not Discord, what YouTube is telling me is that I have a window between like 10 or 11 in the morning to like 7 at night where my audience is at. So I'm going to see if I can't tap into that audience that's earlier in the day. I'm not going to try to run against Key because Key and like, you know, Tidge and all those guys run, you know, so I'm not going to do racing content until like 3 o'clock. So racing and car stuff will happen after 3 and 4 o'clock. You know, do you think so? Do you think we only made one T1? Because the lady that came after the T1000 was had to have been like a T1000 of some sort. But maybe you're right. Maybe the lady Terminator wasn't as smart as the T1000s. You could be right about that one. Did you read the comic books? Yeah, we're talking Terminator.
Cool.
We're definitely talking Terminator.
Shoot, I haven't seen any of the Terminator movies in a long time.
Well, we need to change that. I wish we could do like movie night on the channel, and we'll just watch.
I mean,
movies.
sure, you can do movie night on Discord.
We can. Well, we'll have a movie series. We
stream off of Discord.
We could have a movie series called "Movies That Pleb Has Never Watched."
Exactly. We can pretend I haven't watched Top Gun and watch that, even though I've seen it 2,000 times.
Oh, Top Gun 2 is gonna be so awesome, dude! I cannot wait till Top Gun.
Yeah, they don't delay it for the 15th time.
I know. You're telling me, dude. I've been waiting for it for my whole life. I've been waiting it since they greenlit it 4 years ago. You know, that was supposed to be directed by Ridley Scott's brother, and the reason why it's so late is because Ridley Scott's brother killed himself in the week that he got the contract. It's really sad, actually. It's really sad that he, I think it was a week after he got the contract for Top Gun 2, he jumped off the San Pedro Bridge. It's really, really sad.
What the heck?
He was already depressed. And I think the pressure from having to do Top Gun got to him.
The pressure of having to work with Tom Cruise.
No, Tom Cruise is a really nice guy.
Have you met him?
I haven't met him, but I know a lot of people that have worked with him before. Tom Cruise is a really, really nice dude. Everyone that I've known that has worked with him.
He's one of them Scientologists, isn't he?
Yeah. But you know, the Scientologists are super nice. I worked with Will Smith, who's supposedly at least used to be a big Scientologist, and he was really nice. He was super nice. Really,
I know Tom
super
Hanks
nice.
still does it. I think Tom Hanks is like one of the bigger like funders for that whole program.
I don't know. I don't keep up with any of that stuff. It's funny because I don't really keep up with any of the Hollywood
It's because of
rags.
Polar Express.
You think so?
No other reason. Or what was that one? What was that one he just did? Was it Green Day or Green Book?
Green Book.
Yeah, that was nice.
Oh, I watched Going Clear before. I've seen that before. I saw that the week that it came out.
Oh, what's that other? God, good movie by Tom Hanks.
There are tons of them big.
True. Like more recent, last few years. The one where he's supposed to be Sully, the aircraft pilot.
Oh yeah. That's a Clint Eastwood movie. Sully. It's called Sully.
I like that one.
Yeah, it's a good movie. I was actually supposed to work in that movie, but I ended up doing something else. That was one of the
Don't tell me you
last.
chose something else over working with Tom Hanks.
No, I was already on something else, and I was asked to work on the movie, but I was already on another movie. A lot of times I'll get, I'll be in the middle of something, and someone will be like, hey, can you work on this? And I'm like, no, I can't. I'm already on another movie.
So if Michael Bay called you and said, hey,
No.
what do you do? No Michael Bay?
No. Would not work
No
with Michael
explosions?
Bay. No. I would not work with Michael Bay ever again.
Why
ever,
not?
ever. There are two directors I probably would work for is Michael Bay and James Cameron. Neither one of them. Because I
Why
hear
not
they're...
Bay?
because I heard they're ruthless to the crew.
Oh, I've heard that before.
Ruthless and not just ruthless, but indignant. You can be ruthless, but if you But who? Bay? Yeah.
Yeah, they.
Yeah. Ruthless I can
But it
deal
makes
with.
sense.
Indignant I cannot deal with. If you're ruthless, that's fine. You're trying to get a project done and you're under budget constraints and time constraints. That I can understand, right? But if you're going to be rude to your crew because of it, no, I can't deal with that. That I will not put up with. I've already worked on plenty of those movies. Yeah, he's a twat and a bit of a twat. Definitely. Big 8? Yeah. Uh-oh. It looks like, I think Wardy K99 is, are you glitching? Oh, no, he's just trying something out. Why is he going so slow? Are you in auto drive, Wardy? Oh, is everyone on auto drive? Oh, man. Is everyone in auto drive? Who's in auto drive right now? It looks like... Yeah, I'm gonna have to redo... I hate these servers. Oh my gosh. They're being really, really bad this week. How are we supposed to, like, do anything with the servers like this? It looked like most of the people were in auto drive in Teleon. What was it, 2? It's 8 o'clock, right? Let me try clearing out my cache too again. Yeah, I would never work for Bay. Bay or Cameron. Cameron I might work for, but not Bay. Oh, hold on, I gotta go real second. For a second. Let me take a break. Hello? Uh-huh. Yeah. Sorry about that, guys. I had to talk to the mechanic that's working on my car right now. Should we run the race? Okay, let's go ahead and start this race up again.
I love that we listened to that entire phone call.
Did you?
Yes, we could hear the person on the phone too.
Really?
Kind of. I didn't hear some of the things he was saying.
I thought I muted you guys.
No. Well, I mean, maybe the stream, not me.
Oh, yeah, you probably heard it.
If you muted the stream separately, then...
I muted the stream. I don't care what you hear.
Guys, this credit card information.
I don't care what you hear.
He's getting scammed on a battery.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's probably as much as I would pay. It's like $30 more than I would pay for a regular battery. So...
Yeah.
Yeah, you probably heard it on the Discord, Callum. If you're listening in on the Discord, but I definitely muted YouTube.
Is he in the Discord call?
Yeah, well, I don't know if you're in the Discord. Are you in the Discord chat?
He's not in the Discord call, which means the stream heard it.
No, because there's no way, because I muted the Discord. I muted the stream. Yeah, I muted the stream. I made sure I muted the stream. Yeah, you heard it in the Discord, right, Callum? Yeah, I muted the YouTube stream. Yeah,
no, I'm on the stream. I mean, I'm listening to the phone call.
There's no way, because I muted the stream.
I just rewound the stream 3 minutes and like 50 seconds, and I can hear the dude talking on the phone, and I heard you say, yeah.
Yeah, whatever. Who cares? Either way, they're putting a new battery in my car. I don't know how that's possible because I muted the stream. That was me muted in the stream. I don't know, man. I don't care. I don't care. If everyone wants to know, I put a new battery in my car. Those guys are working late tonight, man. 5:30. Dang. That shop is open late. And they're putting an OEM battery in my car. That's how the dealer screws you, but whatever. Luckily, it should be under warranty. I think they said they're going to try to slip it under the warranty work. They said something about my warrant, about might being able to put it under warranty. I doubt it. I seriously doubt it, but whatever. I'm gonna get more coffee. Uh-oh, Jared's putting a 44.9 in. I get more coffee. I'll be back in a second.
Stay drinking that coffee, don't you?
Alright. Here we go.
How do you like your coffee?
With cream?
Like creamer or just like
cream? Milk.
Just straight cream.
Yeah, I'll do the flavored cream just so I don't want to put any sugar in it.
I like black coffee.
I mean, I'll drink it black.
Like two little pouches of sugar, and that's all you need. Like 2 little splendid things.
I either do with cream and sugar, or I do with nothing at all. I won't just put cream in it. Let's look at the lab times and stuff. Why does everyone come in so late?
Oh, I ordered something last week online. Did not get charged taxes. Did not get charged shipping.
From where?
It's like a bracelet sort of thing, Joy-Cuff.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's some lesser known brand, but I didn't get charged like any taxes. I ordered 4 things. I just got the first one. I'm waiting on the other 3.
Well, it depends on where you're getting it from. If you get taxed,
I mean, I imagine I'd get taxed on something coming from China.
No, if it's coming from, I thought if it wasn't coming from a vendor in state, then you get taxed. You don't get taxed on it.
Oh, really? That's cool.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I mean, the last I checked, that's the way it goes. Is that if you don't, is the race over already? Oh no, this is just qualifying, right? Yeah, the last I checked is as long as you're not getting it from a vendor that's in state, then you don't get taxed.
Hmm.
That's the last I checked.
When was the last you checked?
When I was living in Virginia still.
I thought
Actually, no.
It'd be like country specific though.
Country, I don't think it matters. You ordered from
'Cause
China.
I mean, like,
What did you order from China? You ordered a bracelet from China?
yeah.
Well, I could have made you a bracelet. You didn't have to go to China for it. What type of bracelet is it?
It's one of those like hidden message bracelets.
Hidden message bracelet. What is that? I've never even heard of that.
It's got like a message on the inside of it.
Oh. What was the message?
Shoot, I gotta go back and look at them. I got them from my friends. I think I got one from my mom. It says like #1 mom or something like that.
Ah, #1 mom. Do you stay with your mom during the course of the school week?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I figured as much. I figured your mom probably lives close to your school or something.
She does, yeah. Yeah, when my parents got divorced, I wanted to go to a farther school than what we were zoned for, so my mom moved out there.
That's cool.
With me and my sister, and then my dad moved across the street from where we were living with his buddy.
Oh, okay, I see. I see. Well, at least you live, close to one of your parents lives close to your school, so you don't have to go like some weird place to go to your school.
Yeah.
When is school over for you? June?
I think so, yeah.
Awesome, you got your server backups, Callum. That's awesome. When did we start doing military stuff for you, man?
I can't really do anything until I hit 17.
Oh, and that's not until August, right?
Yeah.
That sucks.
But then I can start doing things. I want to do
flight school.
They have a certain contract. Well, yeah, but that's like a later focus. If I do Air Force, then you do the Air Force's own flight school and you don't have to pay.
Oh, okay.
If I do Army, I still want to do flight school, but the aerospace program I'm in could get a fat scholarship for flight school, but I want to do that like after college. Or I could do it at college if I go to the college I want to go to, because they have one.
What college do you want to go to?
Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University.
Ah, okay.
Yeah,
I was about to say, don't do like a real college, because they're just a rip off the freshman year.
I think
I would personally never go
colleges you have to live at.
Yeah, I would do, and this is my biggest piece of advice I have for anyone going into college as a freshman: absolutely do not go to a big school for your freshman year. It's just a huge waste of money. Go to a community college, get all the 100 level classes out of the way, because they'll transfer over. So if you want to go to FSU or something, don't do it. Go to community college for your first year. Save some money.
I'm not even going to bother with community, because I'm just going to have the military pay for it. But,
yeah, well, what you're doing.
Not only that.
Yeah.
But if I stack that, like the GI Bill, other tuition assistance programs in the military with scholarships, I can be actively getting paid to do college.
Yeah.
While not even serving active duty, because I'll do. I think the one I was looking at, talking with my local Army recruiter, is you sign, you do basic training, you do AIT, so it's like job specific training. If you're going to be an officer, then you do officer training, but I think you have to wait all for that. But as soon as you do AIT, right after basic, you can start college.
Yeah.
Complete college, and then you start actually serving. So in that time that you're in college, you're basically in reserve instead of active duty. But as soon as you're done with college, you're active duty.
That's awesome.
And your job stays guaranteed the whole time.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the best thing about the Army. If you join the Marines, you put jobs you want, but they're not gonna. They really don't care.
No, the Marines want you to stay a Marine for the rest of your life.
Yeah, and they just put you in whatever job they want, and you don't get real much of a choice at all.
No, the Marines is a whole completely different world from Army and Air Force. Trust me, I grew up with Marines, and it's it's a whole different world. I remember when first talking to someone that went to the Army.
Marines.
What's that? Go ahead.
The only thing I like about Marines is the fact that Arlie Ermey was in the Marines.
It's funny because I grew up with Marines, and when I first met my first Army and Air Force people, I'm like, wow, you guys are so different from Marines. So different. Callum went to culinary college. That's awesome. That's really awesome. I wish I had gotten to. I was thinking of going to culinary college when I was 18 or 17, still in high school. But my parents were like, "Oh no, you're gonna go to a regular school." I'm just like, all right. I actually was trying to push for community college, and I wish they had listened to me. But yeah, so wait, if you go into the Army, do you still want to be an aviator? Yeah, I'm guessing.
Well, if I do Army, I'm gonna be, the MOS I'm looking at is 15 Bravo, so it's aircraft power plant engineer.
Oh, so you're gonna.
So I'd be working on smaller,
Apaches.
Single prop aircraft engines. Yeah, and a lot of helicopter engines.
Yeah, the Apaches and
your Blackhawks and all that.
Blackhawks, yeah. I was about to say Cobra, but Cobra is only Marines.
It's not as cool as flying, but
no, but
it opens up more opportunities. Because when I retire from the Air Force, I'm not flying for an airline. Heck no, screw that.
No, dude, you say that, but I think you would actually really enjoy it.
Great free travel, they're fed, hotel, all that paid for. But I wouldn't want to do it.
Why not?
They're too fat, slow, sluggish planes, and 85% of the time it's autopilot.
No.
You take off, you get to a certain height, you press the autopilot button.
You know that the Dreamliner goes Mach 1, man. It's an amazing plane.
Well, even then, you can't maneuver it around and pull G's in the thing.
Well, you're not supposed to. It's the whole love of flying.
I know. That's why I want to do fighters and stuff like that.
Because you're young. I didn't
shoot, my retired Navy pilot, both of my teachers, the reason they didn't do airlines because it's just boring compared to what they did. I mean, they both flew Tomcats. One of them's flown F-18s, and they just don't care for the airliners. They tried it, they didn't like it.
They probably also did.
Boring.
They probably also did combat. Well, at least they were piloting during the Cold War, so I could see how that was probably more exciting. I honestly think it would be a great job. being an airline pilot?
My primary teacher was piloting. I don't think he retired until like mid-2000s, but he was deployed off of a carrier to go shoot down that one airplane that was supposed to hit the Pentagon at 9/11.
Yeah.
They launched his whole squadron up there. They were finna go shoot that thing down, and then it crashed.
Are you a qualified chef, Callum? That's awesome. No, that's really awesome. Now I'm between two conversations I love. Flying and cooking. But that's amazing. No, I never thought anything of commercial aircraft when I was a kid. It wasn't until recently that I started like being really enamored by commercial aircraft.
See, that's what I started out liking. I started out liking commercial aircraft, like your massive, like the one massive Airbus plane, the double decker, the A380.
A380.
And then I started going, and because I used to go down to the airport near me and like watch these planes take off, and I was like, yeah, that's cool. But then I started going to air shows, and I just see these guys, just like,
of course, because you're full of
hurting themselves in airplanes, and it's like, oh, I want to do that.
You're a teen and full of testosterone. That will fade eventually.
And like, you're not going to do any formation flying in a 747 flying from Chicago to LA. Like,
no, but you're going to do some cool flying though. You might see some cool stuff while you're up there.
Well, yeah, but I mean, shoot, you're going to do that in the military.
Yeah.
And like, you don't go as many places, but you're more interactive in those places that you go.
Yeah, I'm talking about when you retire, when you finally get out of the military.
I don't see myself doing an airliner. And not only that, but I wouldn't want to really travel after the military. Like, military, yeah, take me wherever. But after that, I just want to be somewhere and be there. Just chill.
I get it. Yeah, I get it.
So, like, if I do the Army route, aircraft power plant mechanic or engineer, I forget which one it is. Same thing, really. But, I can sign a contract with like Lockheed Martin or Northrop Grumman as soon as I sign the dotted line to even join the military. It's like guaranteed job contract with one of them. They pay huge.
I would honestly go with someone like Boeing or something.
I want to do Lockheed. I want to get into the skunk works.
Oh, you want to get into the top secret stuff?
Yeah, I want to do their like the Raptors developing skunk works.
So the only problem with the only problem with going into like, you never know when funding's going to get cut for something like that. So they're like high risk aerospace.
True, but I'm also working for the government if I do that, so it's not like, hey, you're gone. It's
it depends.
More like a redirection.
It depends, because you could be
you
could always be seen as a government contractor, which means that you're expendable at that point.
Yeah,
it really depends on your contract. My mom was government, and they tried to make her a contractor, and she was just like, no, give me a GS rating. You know, she was like, I want to be covered by the government. I don't want to be covered. I'm not contractor. So you want to just be careful when you sign those contracts. Make sure that if you want to work for the government, then you're working for the government. You're not working as a contractor for the government. And then there are associations that you have to make with all of that stuff too. So I mean, you're still young, man. Your path is still open. Just as long as you're still guiding yourself in them. You never know. Let's put it that way. You never know.
Yeah.
You never know what you're going to end up being when you graduate.
But those won't be like my goals. Like, my goal won't be like it's never going to be flying airline.
You see, but you don't know that. You don't know that. You say that now, but you don't know that.
Well, I mean, I have a genuine disliking for them. So I mean, like,
hey, I have a genuine disliking for what I did for a living. So that's what I'm saying, is that I never ever imagined myself making the money that I made as a sound guy in the film industry, which is like the last thing I wanted to do, but I ended up doing it. You know, fate happens in strange ways, man. You know, it really will throw you through the loop. You know, you might think that you're gonna do one thing, and you have your mind set to it, and then someone hires you for something that you know how to do, and then that's what you do for the living. You know, you never know what's going to happen, so you shouldn't close yourself off, because there are so many possibilities. I think you know, it's one of those things where I was just reading the chat. But yeah, it's just one of those things where you never know where fate's gonna throw you. I never wanted to be what I'm doing right now, dude. This was the last thing I wanted to do, and it ended up paying me 6 figures for a good chunk of time, and so I ended up doing it. I don't regret it, but it's not where I wanted to be. Yeah, that's Scott's or Callum saying the same thing in the chat. You never know what's going to happen. So, it's one of those things. It's one of those life lessons that you have to learn. You're not going to feel it at your age right now until you get older, and then it's you have no control over it. You don't realize it until you're older, and you're like, I don't have any control over what I'm gonna be when I grow up. Hell, I didn't know I was gonna be trying to start a YouTube channel 4 years ago, 5 years ago. When I was knee deep in Hollywood, I was just like, I never thought about YouTube at all. So it's one of those things where it's just like, and I had no idea that this is the direction that the entertainment industry would turn into. I mean, that's where it's going. It's all going to streaming. About 7 years ago, I was making fun of YouTube, like, oh, YouTube. Like, YouTube's stupid. Here I am 7 years later, and YouTube is like the thing to be into, and especially with the industry, it's just like that's where they're all going. That's the direction that everyone's going into. So you never know, You never know. Your views might change over the course of time. But I mean, you're going in the right direction as far as at least you have a direction. There are a lot of kids out there that don't have a direction, that have no idea what they're going to do. So at least you have a basis of where where you want to start out, and what you want to do. And that's kind of more of the deal right now at your age is having a direction. And it's good that you have a direction. Just don't be disappointed when it doesn't go that way,
Yeah.
But you'll learn that. You'll learn that as you get older. Don't let me get in the way. It's just I just want you to make sure know that you don't be surprised when 20 years later you're not anywhere near what you thought you were going to be doing. It's just the way that life works. I knew, this is the funny thing, is I knew people in the movie industry that were building props that went to school to be doctors. It just happened that they were good artists, and someone noticed that they were good at making props too, and that's where life led them. It's just weird how life works. That's just the weird way that life works sometimes. A lot of times. It's amazing when you go, especially on a movie set, because you have a really wide variety of different people that come from different backgrounds. You talk to most of the people on set, and a lot of them never went. I got laughed at when I told people I went to college. People were like, "What? You went to college to do this?" I was just like, yeah, kind of, sort of, not really. And that's the that's just life. That's just life for you, I'm not saying that there aren't people out there that had the dream at 16 and continued doing it. There are plenty of people out there that have a set course and they followed it. But a good many of us, had a set course as well, but never ended up panning out. Look at Callum. Callum went to culinary school and then he started building fences. Hey, Krista, how you doing? Long time no see. Are you practicing for this race? Oh, Italian, I just saw what you read. The Nissan Silvia S13, S14. Interesting. Are you talking about different like practice lobbies, or are you talking about the lobbies for FIA? People might not have this. People might not have the penalty set up right. Oh yeah, exactly. We don't have the slowdown spot. Apparently, that is a vestige of the old system that they used to use. But apparently, I guess people abused it somehow, so they went to the slowdown spot, which that they do. That's what they do in the FIAs. I don't know why they never implemented it into the practice lobbies or the lobbies. That is the question I've been asking for the last 2 to 3 months. I have no idea why it's that way. That question I cannot answer for you. But apparently, from what I've been told, the slowdown method is how they used to do it, which I think is more realistic.
Well, where it doesn't force you to slow down?
Yes.
Yeah, that's how they used to do it. You could like, strategically burn your penalty. That's nice.
Yeah, it was nice. That's nice. I wish they would do that in the practice lobbies too, or in the FIA lobbies. I wish that's the way that they do it. I know. I want it in the lobby too. You know, you're not the only one. I wish they would do that in the regular FIA race. Well, I like that though, because you can be more strategic about when you burn off your time, your penalty time. You know, I would rather have that than the slowdown, because honestly, the slowdown thing is also dangerous for driving, because when someone goes to the slowdown area, you never know when they're going to finish unghosting. Yeah, I like how ACC does it. I love how ACC does it.
But the stop goes.
The penalties, yeah, the stop goes. That's how they do in real life, you know? That's how this should be. I don't know why they took it out. Maybe the computers had maybe not enough people were slowing down to burn off their penalties. I don't know. And the computer was having problems trying to calculate, you know, where people showed up. I don't know why they do it. Yeah, and you hit them. That's the thing. I hate that. I cannot stand that. When they go into the penalty zone, I have no idea when those people are going to unghost. I don't know when you know, what type of penalty they have, how long I have for me to be able to drive through them, you know. I now have to, you know, drive around them in order to be safe about it. So I really wish that's how they handled it, you know, the whole slowdown thing. I wish they handled it like that in the regular race. Yeah, it's the worst. I can't tell you how many times I've gone through and I've got hit by someone who was unghosting from being in the penalty zone. Oh my gosh, so you have a Fanatec wheel now. Pfft, I'm the only person that doesn't have a Fanatec wheel. Oh, that's why. Okay, I get it. I get it. Which Fanatec? You got the CSL Elite and the wheels. Oh, Krista's gonna be Krista's gonna be in the world of PC racing here soon. Am I like the only person that doesn't have a Fanatec CSL Elite wheel and pedals? You don't have one, Kleb.
No, I've got a.
You've got the Logitech. Oh, you have the Logitech.
Oh.
Oh, Jared's going home. Good night, Jared.
No Logitech. I've got Thrustmaster.
You've got Thrustmaster. Good night, Jared. Jared's going to leave us, too. Jared's going to go to the world of the PC. He already announced it tonight. Yeah, I saw you leaving the lobby. Jared, you're not going to leave us, are you? You're not going to become a PC person, are you? Yeah, you're taking everyone. You're gonna steal everyone away from me. Yeah, but see, you know, I don't know. It's when you I think it's when you're slowing down to below the, I guess, the average speed for the track is when you start burning out the time, right?
I think you just have to let off, like completely off for a solid second, and then it starts burning it.
Yeah, it's annoying. I wish they would do that. Like, they should have like a slow down area or something. You say that now, but then like next week you're like, okay, I got the money to build a PC, and then next thing you know, Jared's gone. Jared never will come back. He's in the iRacing world, racing against Jensen Button and Callum. And then we're gonna slowly lose everyone else. Scott's gonna go, and Crystal will be over there. Everyone's gonna. Then you're gonna go, and they're gonna be the only person left on GT7. Like, oh, I used to have friends on the PlayStation Network, but then all of them got Fanatec wheels, and then they left me. Yeah, they should have a slowdown area. They should make you actually go back to the pits to serve your penalty. Oh, that was an ACC Jensen Button was in. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. I cannot believe you raced against Jensen Button today. That's so crazy. Good night, small bastard. See you later. Okay. Ah, he left. People leave too fast. This lobby has been dead all night. We haven't had a full race all night. I think people are scared because I was booting people out. I've been booting people out left and right this week. I'm so over the season at this point. Are you ready to finish the season, Club? I am.
Yes, very much so.
Yeah, I'm done with. I'm kind of done with. Oh, where did Scott go? Did Scott leave? Scott, did you leave? Good night, Scott. Have you snuck them all into iRacing? Internet's gone. What? Your internet's gone right now? Uh-oh. What's going on in the UK? How are you still on, oh, your PlayStation network's gone. Cleb, we're gonna have to turn into oh, you're on the phone right now. You better call your ISP, man. That's lame. What time is it over there now? 7 hours ahead? So you're at almost like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning? $2 a.m., yeah. Wow, this place is dead. He's dead. He's dead. Though that's not good, Scott. I hope everything's okay, dude. Maybe someone got drunk and ran into the the transformer or something, or the cable lines. That happens in my neighborhood a lot, apparently. Actually, what happens in my neighborhood is people get drunk and hit the transformer, and then all of the power in the neighborhood goes out. That's happened like 3 times in the last month. Krista, if you're still there, tell me about the experience with ordering from Fanatec. Like, what did you get? I want to know. Inquiring minds want to know, because I want to know what wheel you got, what base you got, and what pedals you got. Because that's honestly what I think that's the direction I'm going to go. Is I need to go Fanatec when I finally do go wheels. Oh, Nations! That's why it's so dead. It's Nations! Oh, wait a minute. That's right. It's the last night for Nations. I didn't even realize that. That's where everyone is. Everyone's racing Nations right now. That's right. I forgot about that. I forgot about that. I totally forgot about that. I totally forgot about that. I bet you that's why people have been watching the stream. Like, I've been noticing my stream numbers going up and down. I think people are looking to see whether or not I'm running Nations or not. I don't do Nations. I always forget about Nations. That's why I always forget about the nights Nations goes on. I always forget that there's another series that people run. I totally forgot about that. Yeah, I'm ready for the season to be over, honestly. You know, we've done a lot of Gran Turismoing in the last 8 weeks. So I can't wait to like go to another racing game for a little bit. ACC is going to be a fun to go to. We'll do more snow running and then Planet Coaster. Like I said, I think I'm gonna try to do Planet Coaster in the earlier part of the day. Yeah, you're just starting your season, right? Yeah, this season comes to an end on Saturday. Saturday will be the last big race for Gran Turismo for probably, I don't know, probably a month or so. Last season it was about a month between seasons. I think it was about a month between seasons. Oh, you downloaded City Skylines again last night? You're gonna have to tell me your channel when you get your channel set up. Are you gonna stream City Skylines gameplay? Because I'll walk you right through getting your city straightened out. I can walk you through that whole section of like building your city up. I can get you up and running in an hour or two. Well, yeah, I mean, that'll be really cool. That'd be super. I would love to watch your iRacing season, so I can be wooed back over to the world of the PC. I'm never gonna abandon the PS4, the PlayStation world though. The PlayStation world is where I got my start, so I'm never gonna abandon the PlayStation world. I'll highlight certain PC games once I get back into the world of PC gaming, but I'm not gonna ever forget, you know, the Gran Turismo world. Yeah, that's why I don't play many PlayStation exclusive games. You know, I'm at heart a PC player, so. Well, if you ever need tips on how to play City Skylines, I can definitely give you tips on how to play City Skylines. I would get it. I actually looked at it on the PlayStation Store, but I can't do it on the PlayStation. Knowing what's out there for the PlayStation or for the actual game on the Steam Workshop, I won't ever do the PlayStation version. Not to mention, you know, I would miss 99% of the mods and assets that I have on my current game. Some of those mods are necessary in order to play the game successfully. Like the PTL one, there's another one. Like I said, there's the Traffic King one is necessary, and there are a couple others that are like necessary mods that you need to do to your game in order for it to run right. There is one mod that I use to just load the game that loads all my assets way faster. You know, that's the one that actually makes it tolerable for me to sit for 45 minutes while the game loads. Or made it tolerable for me to sit for 45 minutes. Because it would actually like categorize and tell me whether or not certain assets loaded or not. It's just like utilities like that are quote-unquote mods, but actually are things that they should have put in, you know, to the game, you know, initially. It's funny because some of those actually make it into the real game. There are some mods that have made it into the real game because they were so good, and like, you know, the company that made the game was just like, really? Okay, well, we probably should incorporate that into the actual game. Yeah, you're gonna have to send me. You're gonna have to put the schedule in the Discord once you have your schedules made up. I'm gonna tell you right now that most of the guys that run sim, like racing sim stuff, in the UK usually do it around my time. They start around 10 o'clock in the morning, which would be what, 7 hours ahead. That is almost like 5 o'clock your time, 5 or 4 o'clock your time. I would say like 3 o'clock your time would probably be the best time to do it. You've never played City Skylines, have you, Club?
No, I haven't.
So cool. If I had that on this console, I would never play Gran Turismo. I hate to say that. I love that game. I really, really miss that game. Oh, that's when your team wants to practice. Okay. Well, that makes sense. That's still within that time period, you know? Let me ask if everyone... Oh, this is the last one. I really wish we were doing another race. You're gonna be running head to head with me though if you're done at 7 p.m. I'm gonna have to catch you on the flip side. I'm gonna have to catch you on the actual recorder. I'm gonna have to watch your stream later. I'll look at the Discord. Oh yeah. Don't entice me. Oh, I missed the days of City Skylines. That's a beautiful map. Who made that map? That's not a stock map. That's something that someone made. That's a created map. Definitely tap off that main road. I would tap off that main road, put your industry and your, I would run a bridge right over that highway. Put your neighborhood on the other side of this treat area. And then on the clear area, I would put your industry and your commercial. That's exactly what I would do right off the bat. That looks like a pretty easy map to work off of. Can you show me a picture of it central, the central square? Like can you center it so I can see the whole square? I just want to see where your resources are at. I missed that game so much. It's funny because as soon as I saw that picture, I knew immediately what to do. Oh, I love that game. Oh my gosh, I love that game. Honestly, I'm glad I don't have it because I would still probably be stuck on it right now. I probably would have never met any of you guys. Yeah, if you can move your camera so I can see the whole square. You're like feeding. This is like feeding crack to a crack addict, though. This is really dangerous that you're doing this. Oh, okay, I see it. I see it. Oh, so you already have a central roundabout there. So it's almost. This is almost already done for you here. I would just go with that current infrastructure. I would put your sewage. That's going to be a tough one, though. Your sewage is going to have to come. Your sewage is going to have to go into that river in that little spot next to the road there. That's a really nice map. I would still put your, if you can, still put your neighborhood in this tree, the area next to, like, try not to clear too much of that foresty area, because that will quiet down the neighborhood a little bit. It's either that or start thinking, like, put all your water and utilities down there, but we're next to that stream, and just plan that you're gonna put a neighborhood on the other side of that highway. Yeah, exactly. But for now, what you should do is definitely put this, because that's the only place you can put your sewage right now. Unless you have enough money to buy another square. Which you're going to probably want to buy that square immediately, as soon as you can, buy that square underneath of the one that you're starting on right now. So you can feed into that main river and tap into that river for your water supply and for sewage. And just as I go, usually what I do is I move my sewage further and further away from my civilization. You know, as it is right now, you're only going to need one sewage pipe to send out there. So that shouldn't dirty up the water too much. And then you can get like the, I don't know how much of the DLC you have, but if you have the Eco DLC, you can put water scrubbers in there and they'll clean the water up for you. But if you run that highway all the way across, continue that highway maybe. Oh man, now you've tapped the part of my brain that loves to do this kind of stuff. I would definitely try to, you know, put as much of your neighborhood as you can into that treed area though. Because those trees insulate you from the highway, and they insulate you from the sound from the highway. So you don't have to run barriers on the highway as much. I mean, luckily you have a thoroughfare already going across the bridge. I mean, you can do it either way. You can even put your utilities on this other side where the tree area is. But it's been so well manicured, you might just be all right. I'm sorry, we're looking at City Skylines while we're watching GT Sports. you could put your industry and your manufacturing or your commercial and your. Let me ask you this too. What DLC do you have? Do you have all of it? You know that the industries DLC and all that other stuff is amazing. It looks like you have an oil deposit right here too. Unless those are clouds, that looks like you have an oil deposit right in the middle of your right in the middle of that clearing. Because it looks like it's like grayish blue. I think you have oil right there. I'm not going to try to force you to buy all the DLC, but you should buy all the DLC for that game. Especially the Industries DLC.
Gee, you sound like an army recruiter. Are you sounding like an RTC teacher? So I'm not here to influence you to join the army.
But you should join the army. You should buy all the DLC. It's so good. Oh my god. Like the University DLC is dope, and the Industries DLC is just, oh man. When they introduced the Industries DLC, it was like the end of it. I was like, that was like tapping the vein for a heroin addict. I could not stop playing it after they introduced the Industries DLC. Oh my gosh.
Are you a heroin addict?
No.
I don't believe you.
I'm a Cities Skylines addict is what I am. I love that game. If there was one video game that I could just play forever, it would be Cities Skylines. I would never leave the house. It taps into a part of my brain that no other game can touch. Although I haven't really gotten into Planet Coaster that much. So I don't know, Planet Coaster might be just as good. But I doubt it because it's not on the PC. I'm like looking at the map right now. I'm just like shaking, like, oh my god, the possibilities with that map. That's how you can tell that I'm addicted to the game. Like, I immediately start thinking about ways I could make that a city. Kleb, if you ever get a computer, and you seem like the type that would play City Skylines, you should get City Skylines. It's probably the most addictive game out there. So good. Have you ever played SimCity or anything like that? No?
I think I played a little bit of SimCity, but I also played like some City thing when PlayStation Home was a thing.
Oh.
On there. There's like a city designer, and you had to do all that stuff.
It's so good. There's nothing, you're never going to play anything as good as City Skylines. Hands down. This is coming from someone who grew up on SimCity. SimCity does not even touch the amazingness of City Skylines. Start placing your roads off of the cross here. Make it real simple. Just make it really, really simple to start off with. I mean, you're lucky that you already have you already have the junction here. You know, I would just put a roundabout, maybe off the top one, the one that's more to the north here, that's in the clearing. Put a roundabout there. Put your... Oh, you can't even tell where the resources are yet. There's an oil deposit on this map. There's a big oil deposit right here in the middle of the map. If that's what I'm seeing, it looks like it's either an oil deposit or clouds. But I'm pretty sure it's an oil deposit. It's either oil or ore, so you're going to want to put industry right there. And you're going to want to make it like petroleum or ore or something like that. Oh man, I wish I could control your PC right now. I'd have you up and running in an hour. Like I said, I would plan to buy the square to the south. Like you're gonna want to plan to buy that square to the south because you need that waterway. You need that full waterway for your sewage and for your water supply. So where this wooded area is, the wooded area with all the grass and, you know, the trees and stuff, you're gonna want to buy that square. You can put neighborhoods and stuff on the... If you're looking at this cross of the picture that you sent me, you're gonna want to put your neighborhoods in that wooded area right there. Put see if you can't build a slip road off of this highway right here. Right? You want to make sure that you have a slip road. Actually, you don't even need to put a slip road. Just put a main road right off of this wooded area here. Throw a couple of houses down there. Then on the other side of the bridge where the clearing is, just put another road that goes straight up. And branch it off, put the left side, maybe make it, you know, put a little bit of commercial along that road. If you can, avoid putting anything on the main road, because that will keep your community, you know, that road traffic free. And like I said, before you even lay down roads, make sure you have a pedestrian walkway so your neighbor, your community can walk to areas. Oh, and you don't have any DLC at the moment. Oh, that's going to be a big problem. Let me see what DLC... I mean, if you're game to buying the DLC for the game, I'll tell you which ones that are kind of necessary. I just forgot which ones there are. Industries I definitely would buy. I would honestly just buy the whole thing, but I mean... I would buy every single one of the DLC. I thought they're pretty cheap on... After Dark, you could probably do without. For now. The ones that you should definitely get are Mass Transit, Campus, Industries, and maybe Park Life. Snowfall, After Dark, maybe later. Natural disasters you don't necessarily need. And Green Cities helps a lot, especially if you want to build a city that is sufficient and is sufficient off of the resources off the map, and you want to do clean industry or clean power or clean whatever. Green Cities is optional as being like necessary DLC that you need to get. But I definitely would say that Mass Transit... Oh, you know what? After Dark you kind of do need, because that's all your nightlife stuff. See, I'm coming from a place where I was able to buy all of this, you know... I bought all the DLC as they came out. So, it was different for me because I got it for cheap. They should sell a whole pack, though, with most of all of these all as one. But definitely Campus, Industries, and... actually, no, Park Life is the one that you really don't need. Campus, Industries, Mass transit and After Dark would be the ones that I would get. Alright, let me look at the Discord again. Oh, I wish I could make this bigger. Something like that, but I wouldn't use those big roads. Don't use those big roads. Use the smallest roads possible. I would even say go so far as say use dirt roads to start off with, because if you use these gigantic roads to start off with, you're gonna have to pay the maintenance on them, and you don't want to pay. You don't have the money right now to pay the maintenance on those roads. Use the smallest roads possible. At any cost, always use the smallest things possible until you need to move up to that. Like, you're going to want to build off of small roads and make sure you plan to go big at some point in time in those areas. But you don't want to use those big roads. Are those the small roads? They look like they're the two... I can't tell because it's so small. How do I make the Discord picture bigger? I wouldn't even worry about continuing this highway at this point. Just as long as it's feeding into... Is that an interchange so that people on the highway can get onto that main road? I can't tell. Yeah, I wouldn't worry about continuing the highway. Just worry about your neighborhoods and your industry. God, this would be so much easier if you were on stream and I could just talk you through it. So I could have you zoom in and zoom out. Oh man, I wonder if I could fire up from the computer. I don't. It's gonna take an hour and a half for it to load. If I did it. Yeah, one day. God, I wish I could share my game with you. You're gonna, if you don't have any DLC, you're gonna probably want to look into getting some DLC. It's almost necessary. I stand corrected. The After Dark one you do need to have, because there was a fix that came with After Dark that you're gonna need to use. Most of the most of the modded community will ask you to have After Dark if you're gonna download any of the mods. Most of them are made with After Dark in mind. So After Dark is one of the necessary DLC that you need to download. After Dark, Mass Transit, Industries. If I were to pick 4 of them, it would be After Dark, Mass Transit, and Industries. And Campus. Those would be the 4 I would start. Or After Dark, Mass Transit, Industries, and Campus. Yeah, those would be the 4 that I would get. I wonder if I could buy it on the No, I can't buy it on the PlayStation. There's too much DLC on the PlayStation that doesn't, and none of it seems like it's stuff that I want anyway, so I'm not gonna play that game without the Steam Workshop. No way. No way, no how, no way at all. I can't play that game without the Steam Workshop. I could spend days just in the Steam Workshop looking for assets that people have built. That's why I think you would like it, Club, because you can create your own content for the game. That's the beauty of the whole thing. I don't know if you're still there.
Yeah.
I love that game. I thought about it. I thought about buying it on the PlayStation, but it's just like, I can't do it. I can't do it. Knowing that there's going to probably also be massive restrictions on the PlayStation, I can't do it. I'm already restricted with Planet Coaster to a really to kind of not a fraction, but definitely it's small. Like Planet Coaster's on a smaller scale than the PC version. I wonder if my current laptop... No, it wouldn't work. I couldn't do that. I wonder if this laptop could run City Skylines, now that I've got the RAM in it. And I've got the SSD in it. I wonder if I can run City Skylines on this machine. I wouldn't be able to stream it. I definitely wouldn't be able to stream City Skylines on this machine. Not with the current graphics card I've got built into it. That's what's frustrating, is I do have a PC. I have my laptop. I could probably run it off the laptop. But I wouldn't be able to stream it off the laptop. Oh, that's frustrating. That's frustrating. Base Maestro. Base Maestro just came in the room. Oh, and Carm's in here. I wonder if I can at least log into my Steam account from here. I've actually tried playing City Skylines on this machine and it just won't handle it. Though that was back in the day when I didn't have an SSD in this machine. I wonder if I can... No, I don't think I can do it. I'm gonna wait until I get a fast enough PC to run it. If I had another PC or another laptop that I could run the game off of and just run the stream off of this machine and run that game on the other one, I would. But that's just the way the cookie crumbles. I miss my city builder.
If I ever want to build a city, I'll play Minecraft.
Minecraft cannot hold a candle to City Skylines.
Oh, absolutely not. But
Minecraft
can. Letting out my creativity.
Do you like playing Minecraft? Because if you do, City Skylines would be a perfect game for you. City Skylines is like the university of Minecraft. Yeah, you definitely want to be awake when you lay out your city. Now I'm all hyped to play, continue playing Roller Coaster Tycoon or Planet Roller Coaster. I'm actually kind of excited about that. I'm actually really excited about that game and doing the stream for it. I've been watching other streams of people playing Planet Coaster, and it's giving me inspiration. Though there are inspiration. I'm inspirated. I'm inspirated. I'm kind of bummed out though because they limit you on the PlayStation, because obviously it's funny because you run into, when I was watching the streams, you run into two different, actually one type of Planet Coaster person, and they seem like none of them play the challenge version, they only play the sandbox version. And and they never, because with City Skylines it's all about managing all your assets and this and that. Whereas the people that play Planet Coaster seem to work they just want to build the biggest, most massive like parks ever. And it's funny because none of them, every time they show their cities, their thing, it's like their computers slow down to like a 5 frames per second because they've packed so much into their parks. And I'm like, well, what's the point if you make this big ass park and you're at 5? You can barely play the game because you're going at 5 frames per second. I don't know. I honestly don't know how City Skylines manages the way that it does, because I've been able to build, like I said, I built a city that was the size of 20 of those squares, which is that's massive, and my machine slowed down, but it didn't slow down to the point where it was like unplayable. Although, I don't have as many, I was running off of vanilla assets, so I honestly think it's more of a challenge if you're running off of vanilla assets. I know people mod the hell out of City Skylines and will run only assets, but their machines run at like 5 frames per second. Sometimes like 1 frame per second. That's why, as far as like assets, when I got into the later version of like me playing City Skylines, I shed a bunch of the modded assets. The only things I didn't shed were the cars, because I wanted my cars to look realistic. So I kept all my cars, and that was about it. Cars and transportation, I kept those mods, but any of the city mods, I got rid of all those things. But even then, it still took like, because my city was so big, it took like an hour and a half to load it. It was funny because at the height of it, I would load my city, go out and get something to eat, then come back. And then the city would be loaded. That's if it loaded. Sometimes it wouldn't load. Have a good night, Callum. Thanks for watching. Isn't it late where you are, Cleb? It's like 9:30, dude. You should be going to sleep for school.
I'm fine for now.
Oh, you're a night owl, so. I'm gonna have a DiGiorno pizza for dinner tonight. It's not disgusting, it's DiGiorno. Actually, the new DiGiornos actually aren't too bad, like the stuffed crust ones. I'm guessing Scott never got his internet back up. I am gonna go and go 10-1 and maybe refill the rest of my coffee, and I will be back in a second.
Night. Thank you.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
I am back. Let's see here.
Welcome back.
Who came in? The Branchy, GR, we've seen that before. And then, WRT, Fabilonia, Fabrihona. Nice to meet you. And we have 8 minutes. 8 minutes for qualifying. I'm gonna actually run this one. I might actually run this race. I'll go ahead and put in. Oh, fuel's a pain. Minutes. Are you running this race, Club?
Oh no, I'm on Minecraft still.
No. Are you gonna run this race on Saturday?
Oh, hopefully I catch it.
Are you playing Minecraft right now? I didn't even know you played Minecraft. I guess all you young'uns play Minecraft.
Yeah, I haven't played it in months.
Jared plays
but
Minecraft.
They just added servers.
Oh, they added servers?
Yeah, so there's a whole lot of new stuff I can do.
See, I'm hoping to grab some of the Minecraft community too with Planet Coaster. Because I don't want to get pigeonholed as just a racing simulator guy. I'm going to start running out of options if I stay on PlayStation. It almost behooves me to move on to another game. Not to move on, but to at least branch out to another game. Because if I stay on PlayStation for, this year, then I'm going to run out of racing options pretty quickly. So I'm going to have another, aside from SnowRunner, I'm going to have another game that I can play that people will watch. I kind of wrangle SnowRunner into the whole racing thing. Anything with wheels, basically. And they're just... I would do Grand Theft Auto, but there are too many people doing Grand Theft Auto. I would just get lost in the foray of people doing Grand Theft Auto. Planet Coaster actually got a pretty decent showing too when I did Planet Coaster, so it's a new enough game I think people are really kind of curious about, especially like the Minecraft folks, because it's the only thing like it on the PlayStation at this point, or on the console. City Skylines is, you know, that's all mainly... I know it's offered on the consoles, but no one really plays it on the console. I don't know why they even offered it on the console, to tell you the truth. At least Planet Coaster was more of a closer port of the PC version. Although it is pretty restrictive. Minecraft. I've never actually played Minecraft. I probably would have fun with Minecraft. It's just I don't like the 8-bit thing. I like my shiny. I lived through the 8-bit gaming thing. So I've had my fair share of 8-bit gaming. Not that I don't like 8-bit graphics, but
the imitation 8-bit isn't really too bad.
It isn't. It isn't.
Because I mean, if you like get real close to like a block or something, and you actually see like the individual pixels inside of the 8-bit kind of design.
Yeah.
The graphics are actually like really sharp in this game.
No, the graphics are really nice, especially if you're running it on PC with a really, really high graphics card. I've seen some really amazing things built in Minecraft.
And like one thing you can do with this game is like texture packs. You know?
Yeah.
So that opens up a whole new realm of possibilities, and you know, this game's one of the most modded games you can play.
Yeah, I mean,
not on the console, obviously, but
yeah. Well, that's the thing, is that Minecraft is universal, I think, in both console and PC worlds, right? I mean, I would imagine that the PC version is just like the console version.
The Windows 10 sort of PC version that runs off the Bedrock version of the game, yes. But the Java version of the game is more kind of open, but they can't play with all the Bedrock people. But they have more access to mods and stuff like that.
The Java people do.
Like, that's where the entire Minecraft mod community came from. All the people that played the Java version of Minecraft.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that. It started out on the console, or on the PC though, right? Minecraft?
Yeah, it did. It used to be some old cave game. I think that's actually what it might have been called, cave game.
Yeah, it was just like it was an independent.
Yeah, an old project by some dude fresh out of college.
Yeah, it was an independent. I was about to say it was an independent publisher that put it out.
Yeah. Fat bearded man named Notch.
That guy is making billions now.
Well, not anymore.
Why?
He's going broke. Well, because he sold Minecraft to Microsoft. And that's when the Bedrock thing happened, and that's they're the reason. It's kind of a good thing it happened, because there's the reason I on PlayStation can play with Xbox, Nintendo, Windows 10, all in the same world.
Yeah.
Or realm or server or whatever.
Yeah, it's one of the few cross-platform
Where
games.
I can play with people on their phones.
I was going to ask you and Teleon if you're going to watch this race. Yeah, it's one of the few cross-platform games out there.
Yeah.
That and Squadrons.
Before he sold it, I'm sure he was making real fat money off of it, because it was booming. I mean, it's never really stopped booming. It's still one of the most played games.
No, it's because it's universal. It's a universal game. I mean,
yeah, you can do pretty much anything on it.
Yeah, and plus it's open to young people too. Like it's young people, all the kids play it.
Young people can do it. Really, really young people. They have an education version of the game.
Yeah. I mean, Jared plays it with his kids.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I mean...
you even have a lot of older people playing it.
Yeah.
Sure, you can go to YouTube and find, middle-aged or, dudes in their 50s playing Minecraft.
Yeah, because it's like Legos.
Yeah. Oh, oh my god, I used to be all over Legos.
I'm still kind of into Legos. They're just too expensive for me. That's why I build models.
They got real expensive.
Yeah. I just build models.
I was buying all the airport stuff. That's where that came from. That's where all the aviation stuff came from, buying Lego planes.
Playing Lego planes.
And then not, following the instructions. Like, I'd do it once, build them, and I was like, alright, I can make this better.
You've got an engineer's mind, is basically what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah,
not good enough.
That's the tinkerer in me wants to play with Legos all the time.
God, I wish I had like unlimited access to Legos like some people, like some YouTubers I used to watch. Dude, they have just rooms in their houses just dedicated to Legos. Like tables set up with entire cities or like landscapes and all kinds of stuff.
That's my older brother. That is my older brother. My older brother is way into Lego.
What's the dude on? Is it J-Bricks? Is that who I'm thinking? J-Bricks, that's gotta be him. No, that's not him. Dang it, who am I thinking of?
J-Bricks, I think, is the guy that was worried about the new thing that YouTube does with toys. Like, if you're...
Oh, Beyond the Brick. This is like the main one I watch because they do like models and stuff like that.
I know Beyond the Brick.
This in a while.
That's why I build models.
Some weird stuff. What? Lego Technics for 488 GTE.
Yeah, you haven't seen that? That's old.
No, holy crap.
Yeah, that's an old model.
God, dude, the only like Lego car model I've seen was the Porsche.
Nah, they've got a bunch of them, dude. I actually have a Technics VW bus that someone got me for Christmas last year.
I wanted to buy one of their tanks because I know Beyond the Break does their own like sets. I wanted to buy their Tiger. Because why not have a Tiger tank? There's no valid excuse to not own a Tiger tank.
I've got about 3 Tiger tanks sitting above my head right now that I need to build.
Really? Send me one.
No way, dude.
Man.
No one touches my model collection except for me. People are like, whoa, sell me this. I'm like, nope.
Holy crap, it's the actual sponsors. This is like one of the liveries that's in Assetto too. Holy crap. That's crazy. Dang. That's nuts. Well, now that I think about it, my friend had some like Lego Technic sports car, but it wasn't really based on a real car.
I've actually got a bunch of the cars from Assetto course sitting on my shelf, being waiting to be built. I'm actually building one of them.
Scale models or Lego?
Scale model. I'm about to buy. I want to buy this it's like a 1/12 scale 919. I've been sweating it for the past couple of weeks, but I don't have the money to buy it.
Oh, I would love a 919. The hybrid Evo.
Yeah.
The one that ran the Nürburgring in 519. Oh, I want that so badly. Dude, that's...
You know I build models, right?
Yes.
I'm like
I mean, I assume since you have a model building chat on Discord.
Really, really, really big into model building. Don't even get me started on that.
The Lego modular sets, I wanted to collect those because you can click them all together and make a city with them.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Those are the ones that I'm really interested in, are the city building ones.
Like, I don't care for the Lego City line, but the Lego modular things, where it's just like you get like a base plate. That's what they were called, like that.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, it's this size. They can all link together, and each base plate's like a certain building.
Oh yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. That's what my brother's into. He builds, you know, like little cities and stuff.
Jesus, I need to come through and watch all these videos again.
That's not gonna be good. This lap is pretty scratched as it is.
Dude, come on. This dude just... What? That is awesome. God, there's so much stuff with Lego I haven't seen in forever.
Dude, Dude, Lego is seeing a resurgence.
This dude built like the equivalent of like the Galaxy Super Yacht from GTA, and it looks amazing. Holy crap. With a full interior. God.
Oh,
I
and
wish
telling
I
you,
just had the stuff for all that.
yeah, you saw that. I was about to tell you, you're on the thumbnail, Atelion. You made the thumbnail this week. Yes, today. I forgot to tell you about that. Ooh,
Oh, who was that one dude? I followed I think he was German. Some
Which
dude
one?
that did a lot of Lego Technic stuff. Something Workshop or something like that.
I think I know who you're talking about. I used to watch all those channels.
He did a lot of tanks and stuff.
I used to watch that channel. I used to watch a ton of Lego channels, but then it turned into model building.
See if I can find it. Yeah, here we go. How do you pronounce that? Syria? Sario? I don't know.
I had to make the choice between Lego and model building, and I was just like, oh, I'll do model building.
He stopped doing his own builds and he just started doing a lot of Lego sets.
Dude, I'm stuck in Autodrive. Really? Oh, Autodrive!
He built an Osprey? Wait, no, that's an actual Lego set? What the heck? Man, why didn't these exist when I was a kid? A Lego Osprey, are you kidding me? That is nuts, dude. Holy crap. Oh, that's not fair. That is so cool. Oh my god, when I get my own house, I'm having a room just dedicated to, like, the man cave, aka half Lego, half gaming. Oh, that's so cool.
Alright. Yeah, I would love to get into Lego. I just I don't have the money for it. I've got so much sunk into doing modeling anyway, so
Yeah, it sucks. This dude doesn't do very many of his own builds anymore. It used to just be specifically his own builds. Like stuff he would do himself, just getting bored. Like a Pagani Huayra. Really?
yeah.
With working active arrows, dudes.
You
come
should see.
on.
You should see. You haven't even gotten to the Star Wars dudes, man. The Star
I've
Wars.
seen a few of the Star Wars stuff just scrolling through this.
The Star Wars dudes are psycho, man.
I'm sure they are.
Yeah, the psycho.
I literally just saw like one of the one of the capital ships from what's it called? Squadrons. The New Republic capital ship, like the one from the story.
Yeah. Oh crap! I'm stuck now.
Porter's heavy tank. That's cool. I remember that. Oh yeah, these are all made when I was in middle school, so. Yeah, there's the Porsche. Top with camel? What? That's an actual Lego set, man. Oh wait, actually I think my friend might have had something like this. Shoot, man. He made a moss?
Oh wait a minute! I came back. Yeah, I'm unstuck, but I'm gonna back out anyway in Teleon and just clear out my cache real quick. I hate this. This race has been nothing but This is worse than last week. This is honestly worse than last week. These lobbies get buggier and buggier every race. I wish they would fix this game. I really would. I really do wish they would fix this game. So this game is so broken. I'm so over all that. As glitchy as this server has been so bad. I hope everyone makes it back in. I think everyone's stuck in the other room. Crap.
Oh, one of my old friends from like elementary school, I think he had like 15 different X-Wing sets.
You can collect a lot of them.
Well, yeah. There's plenty. Yeah, I don't know what's comment is turned off. I wonder why.
Oh man, that's not gonna be for a while. Kid Hova 420. We didn't watch it anyway. Yeah, I might call it a night too, guys. Oh, I want Legos now.
Me too.
I would like to get Legos. Legos, 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 Legos. Maybe I should start a Lego stream. Because I could do that on stream. Though doing the model building thing is going to be hard because I have to deal with my airbrush. And having to like talk over my compressor and all that stuff. Legos, Legos, Legos. Oh yeah, the problem with doing model building on camera is mainly because of all the chemicals and stuff getting onto my camera, which I'll probably be using a phone camera, but and then having to get the camera angles all right for watching people build, watching people watching me build is going to be tough. Because I can't build with a camera stuck to my chest or, in my way to do stuff, so... I've got tons of stuff, though, that you would probably be interested in. Like, I've got... 7 F-14s. Like, 7 Tomcats. What else do I have up there? A bunch of F-18s. I've got a Viper up there. An F-16. A couple of F-15s. I've got a bunch of planes. I'm gonna call it a night on the Gran Turismo. Oh wait, I've got people coming in now. I'm gonna call it a night. Maybe it's because of Nations tonight. Oh, we're gonna look at your new car. Ooh, I love those colors. I love those colors, Zatel. Oh, I love it. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, that's nice. Alright, closing out the lobby. You still there, Fleb? I guess not. Anyhow, it's been a frustrating night with the lobbies. I don't know what else to do. I just don't want to deal with the bugs anymore. Every single race has been bugged like crazy. Maybe it has something to do with Nations tonight. I don't know. But we have 2-3 more nights worth of, or 2 more nights of practice, and then we race on Saturday, and that we're gonna call it a season on the end of Saturday. I'm kind of sad. I'm kind of excited because I'm ready for the season to be over, but then I'm also kind of sad because we've done a lot this season. So, whoa, what do we get? Please give me that F1 car. Oh, come on, man! I've already got one of these things. This is like the 12th one of these you're giving me, man. I don't want it. Whatever. Anyhow, thank you for everyone that watched or participated today. You guys were a fantastic part of my day. I'm hoping it was a good part of your day. With that being said, be happy, be healthy, be awesome to each other. And I will see you guys tomorrow for more racing action from behind the wheel. But until then, you guys have a good night, all right? Bye.